around with it a lot. I started feeding my plants. Interestingly enough, the plants don't like, the plants I have don't like alkaline water. I was hoping to have some kind of effect that Monica, was it Monica who showed with the rose last time she showed a presentation?
Yeah, depending on the type of the plant. Some of them prefer acidic, others prefer alkaline.
Yeah, so my plants prefer acidic or slightly acidic. So I'm very curious to see how they respond. And then I fed my cats
You can put beauty water for that.
Yes, exactly. That's what I use, beauty water. And then I put alkaline water for the cats. And I'm very curious to see how they respond.
Yeah.
They're mostly just playing with the water.
Monica?
They will like it.
Uite, am intrat, suntem deja o mână de oameni până.
They will like it for sure, the cat.
Yeah. I'm thinking it's very
Da,
good for quite an acidic diet. You know, their food is primarily meats and, you know, they don't eat many vegetables and stuff. So
You'll see that the cats will love it. Once they get used to it, they will not drink anything else. You'll see.
Mm-hmm. And what effect does it have on them? Do you notice any change in the cats?
I don't have one, but people that have them saw that they have more energy, and also dogs the same, and all animals. And Victor can tell you about the birds, about the falcons, how they recover faster during the races and everything.
Yes, it was very interesting. He mentioned that he used to use supplements to help with recovery for the birds. And after he started giving them the alkaline water, that they stopped needing that. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, you can find a lot of videos about animals online. You can, if you look for on YouTube about Kangen and veterinarians, and you'll find a lot of videos who they are telling about horses that go to races, about dogs that participate in races, how they have more energy, recover faster, and so on.
It's actually a question I have for Victor, because I know he participates in these competitions. I'm not actually sure what Spartan competition involves, but I imagine it's a lot of endurance, a lot of running, a lot of that kind of thing. Victor?
Victor, wait. I've muted your microphone while you were talking on. So say again.
Okay. All right, perfect. Can you all hear me now?
Yes.
All right, that's great. Yeah, so the Spartan races, they include everything what you do in the army or in the war. So from carry huge things to climbing ropes very high, jumping in the water and swimming in the mud, jumping different obstacles, even throwing a spear to a target. A lot of crazy things. So it's mentally and physically as well. So I always used to yes.
How long would the race?
Normally 10 to 20 kilometers. But it's not about the running, it's about the obstacles you have in between, because they kill you on the way.
20 kilometers with obstacles?
Yes.
That's insane.
And even around the mountain. So that one in Oman, where I came third, it was really going up hills and up on the mountain on the really low kicks. Sometimes were like even, let's say, 80 degrees angle. Was really excruciating one. I think the worst was like really soft sand that your legs go really deep inside. You have to run a long way for that. So what I've seen, the biggest experiment what I did on me that time, because normally there are the water stations on the way, right? So the people, they give you the bottled water once you are there. But I had my backpack, you know, the 1 liter bag with the tube in my backpack, and then on the way I drink it straight away. So what's happening? It was very interesting, because when you drink the normal water, you bloat straight away. You cannot run properly after that. It's like bulking in your stomach. But with this, because it's so tiny, the structure doesn't have time to do that. So I was drinking the whole way and never have a problem. So in the first, I think, let's say 5-6 kilometers, I'm still, let's say, I don't know, in the half of the competitors. I'm not really trained. I was not much training for that, maximum 2 kilometers of running, and this was 13-kilometer race. So I took it slowly, but once this 5 kilometers passed, then my energy came back better than before. I was able to perform even better. So one by one, these big guys full of muscles and ripped that they all day in the gym and they are crazy and roaring and crawling. One by one, I passed them. And especially when they were the water stations, they don't stop as well. They go, they pass, they just take the water, drink it, smash it, and throw it, and continue to run. And for me, I go past them one by one, one by one, one by one. And it was interesting. The last one that was like really, I was keeping him the whole race, like so hard. Really super fit guy. It was also sports teacher, so he does that every single day. Also in the last 500 meters, also boom, I passed him, and the final one is you jump over the fire. It's really beautiful. So I've seen it. So your energy keeps up. So the more you drink the water, you get so hydrated, and your body gets in that kind of state that you don't get tired. It's really impressive.
What was your training like? What's your training like? Do you, for example?
I was not training much because at the same time I was training the falcons for the racing. So every morning we'll go in the desert, we'll train the falcons, and back on the way back home, my wife will drive, and I will run on the sand. But again, not more than 15 minutes, and it's like about normally 2 kilometers, 3 kilometers maximum, not more than that. So like I do some push-ups, some pull-ups, and that's pretty much.
So you were not taking any supplements, were you?
No. Quail eggs.
Quail eggs. Okay, so but it is not for you. I need to find a proper athlete, supplements and all that stuff. You're a freak of nature.
You'll find a lot of videos about this also on YouTube. There is a guy from Canada. He used to be 3 times the bodybuilding champion of Canada, and he's telling on the videos that he used to take about $1,500 a month of supplements. And once he started to use the Kangen water, he needed much less because they absorb better. But we'll explain this some other time to you, because Victor now is a little bit time pressed. He needs to start the presentation because he doesn't have too much time. He has another thing to do after this.
Yeah, Toastmasters. All right. So we'll not keep it very long. I want to give you the main things that the company does and how the whole concept that they were inventing works. So we prepared some slides, and I'll get them ready for you. Just a moment. If only I can find them. All right. Let me start the share. All right. Is everybody able to see them?
Yes, I can see them.
Can you see them, right?
I can see myself also there in the photos.
I wanted to make it more as a story, so you can relate into your experience and create your own expectations and your own version. So how it happened in my case, and I'm very happy to have you all here, because I feel that you all want to help. You are all kind people, and coming from that perspective, you will grow very quick, because it happened the same for me. I was not aware about this. Liviu and his girlfriend was contacting me 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, when the official office was open in Dubai. So they came here and they were looking for new partners, and they were just popped me a message asking for help. And I said, perfect, I can help you. I know a lot of people, but my interest was not in business as well. Even when they told me, I said, no, I don't want to hear about business. I'm not a business person. Money is bad, and business people are bad people. I always had this kind of conceptions, and until I understood how it worked. So I said, okay, I can help you. You are Romanian, and let's say. So Liviu came to me to the farm, and he was explaining here to our manager the machine, and I was there in the corner. I was like looking at this, very very skeptical, not believing at all what he's saying. And after that, they were staying about I think 3 months in Dubai, living right,
Almost two,
almost 2 months. So in that time, he always calling me to meet with him. I was like, not very, very open to it. I was feeling that, okay, they are sale people and I don't know, I don't like this kind of thing. But they had really pure intentions, and in the end, I understood. And finally, we got together again. In that time, also representing the Romanian falconry in the international festival. So Liviu came as well there, and we started to create that bond. And I think even before they left, I finally got my machine, because in meantime I did my own experiments, and I saw by myself that this water really works and makes a huge, huge difference in the falcons and in our body as well. So you see, when I went to take my machine, I was even having my falcon with me.
Yeah,
So,
because you couldn't leave it in the car. It was too hot outside.
yeah. So this is how it all started. And of course, once you have it in your home, you will want to share it. You will feel on your body that it brings so much energy. You become even, I don't know, happier somehow. Like you always feel energetic. You always feel to share it. So of course, everybody will come to your home, and you will share the water. And every time they will feel it. I said, "Oh, what kind of water is that? It's smooth. It's slippery in my mouth. It's so nice." So of course they will get interested into it. So even if you don't want to do any business and you consider that you don't know how to do it, it will come by itself. You just have to trust it and be open-minded. So of course, most of the people, they will join. For example, they will think to their family. As for me as well, I got my own. In after 1 week, I bought one for my mother, and I went for Christmas straight away. That was my gift to her, because of course we should not forget that they invested all their life to raise us, and they deserve the most to have this kind of fountain of health in their house.
And what about your aunt? Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, my aunt already had it even before me. When I wanted to introduce to her, because she already, yeah, he was into health, she already had it before me. I was like, wow, oh my goodness. So how it's happening depends on you, if you start to do seminars or not. But for me, I was very excited about it. Not too much about the business itself, because I was still not understanding, but I was so excited that I wanted to share. So I really wanted to make the people aware that it's a much better way of living. And I was motivated about the fact also about the plastic, that everywhere you see plastic bottles thrown, everything is dirty from them, and they kill rare animals. So this is again another motivation for me. And I started to do seminars in the main office. So you can understand that the company has offices all over the world, and they are so kind that they let you have the office anytime you want and do your presentations there. They give you the water, they give you PowerPoint wall and everything. So it's really good. So I started more as helping, as sharing the awareness, doing my own seminars. And once you start that, of course, what you do, you'll attract. And soon enough, I start to have people that want to do it by themselves. And of course, my wife Michelle, she started as well doing it. I have chemical engineers here in Dubai that they were living more than 20 years. They started to do it by themselves because they understood how important it is. And of course, Monica, you met Monica yesterday. She's amazing. She believes so much in it. She saw such a huge difference in her body that straight away she started to show to all her friends. And all of you, you'll see changes in you, and your friends will see changes in you. So that will make them choose to have it as well. You don't need to convince them. You need to pursue them to try to do something what they don't want. And of course, the best is when you can get your family on board. That is the most amazing thing, because once you have your family with you, you know, the energy connected, you will have a super successful curve. So this was from last October. Enagic was celebrating 10 years in Romania. Imagine, Romanians, they are really amazing. They want to be healthy. They knew 10 years about it. And of course, all my beautiful team was there. All of us young. Our mother was with us as well, came from work. She wanted to support us. So invariably, you'll see that your family will eventually start to support you. And that's amazing, because once you have the family support, nothing can stop you to raise your potential. So who is exactly this company? As I told you, it's called Enagic, and the water that is produced, it's called Kangen, which means back to origin. So the gentleman that you have here in the image is called Hironari Oshiro. He invented the machine about 50 years ago. It was a struggle for him, and he was fighting a lot with it, but he did it, and now he's in top of this industry. Right, so they are the leading company of alkaline ionizers. It's the only one that is certified as a medical device. Of course, the Chinese, the Koreans, they wanted to do some similar machines and they made it, but they are all a normal kind of filtration and ionizing systems. Our energy company is the only one that is registered as a medical device and has all the certifications possible. And rates are just a couple of the certificates that that it has, from the water quality to the of course the gold standard as well as a medical device. Right, so how they work exactly? They wanted to help people, because especially this is a medical device. This is not a filter or a cheap thing. This is something really, really important. And because it's so good, they believe that people will want to have it without doing this big advertising, making big banners to show off, and paying big retailers to do it. They believe so much in this machine that they knew that it will work by itself only if they help normal people. So every person that has a machine, the company gives them the chance to somehow get back their investment only with 5 to 9 friends that they are going to have their own machine after their purchase. So what you need to understand is that normal companies, they make billions from business. Imagine that you have one phone that it's 3,000. The retailers that bought it maybe paid less than 1,500, and from the factory maybe it was only 300. So the actual price of, for example, a phone that you are buying, is perhaps 10 times less. If Enagic could do this kind of way, of course the price will be at least 50,000, and it will never work, and it will not be fair. So they wanted to make the price as cheap as possible, and the best way it was to compensate the normal people like us, not big guys, big business people, people like us that believe and are sincere about their intentions. So Hironari Oshiro came with this patented management system, what they call it the 8-point model, which was approved, and no one else is using it in the world. So how they work exactly? So as we always take the most important model, the K8 that Kaiser also had it. What they do from selling one of the machines, the company normally takes only 10%. All the rest of the profit goes to the distributors, the people that they are in the family. It's not a pyramid, has nothing to do with the multi-level where there are a guy big in the top and gets the money from everybody, and the guys on the bottom get almost nothing. They wanted to make a completely different system when they can help the real people that they really do the job. So how they made it, from the whole profit that is made after making the machine, they divide that whole profit in 8 parts, so like a pizza. Yay, we have a sale, we have a pizza, we have it in 8 pieces, and maximum 8 people can have a bite of that, and that's all. And according to your performance, you'll get up to 6 shares of that pizza. And I will explain exactly how it works, the whole system. Okay, I think I have it here in Euro. I'll make it in dirham because it's the same with lei in Romania. Right? Is everybody listening? Is it clear?
Yes, yes.
All right, perfect. So, unlike any kind of company, there is no entry fee, there is no kind of monthly payment and subscriptions or whatever, something that you get yourself trapped in. Has nothing to do with that. That's why they made a unique, compassionate business. So you have nothing to do. Once you have the machine, you have to share the water and try to help as many people as possible. Because once you do that, it will come back to you. And you'll see that even if you don't do it, people will want to have it because they see it in your home. So how it works, you start to have people that they are interested. They go to the office, they are having their own machine. Once they purchase, they set your name as a referral. In that moment, the company will refer the 8 shares, the pizza. And how it's happening? In the first 2 of referrals, you will get every time 1 share of that pizza, which in dirham it will be about 1,250 dirham. Again, the share of the pizza will go according to the rest of the team. So even if your friends, they will do as well couple of referrals until the 8 on the line down, it will come still to you as well. Once you have 2 direct sales, the company will already promote you. So instead of giving you 1 share of that pizza, we'll give you 2 shares, which in dirham 2,500. In lei as well, it's about 2,500 lei. Right. This doesn't stop here because the company sees that you are getting better and better. So once you have 10 group sales, so all together, maybe you made only 1 or 2, but your team made the other ones, you have 10, straight away you will be again promoted. So you'll have 3 shares of that pizza. So you get about 3,750. And so it goes. And when you have 20, again, all together, maybe you made only 1 here in Dubai and your cousin Kaiser made in Oman another 19, for example. The next sale that you are going to make, you are entitled to have half of that pizza. So that's beautiful. On that level, you already get half of the profit that the company actually makes doing a sale, which there is no company on this planet that does this kind of system, that you just help them sell 20 machines and then straight away you get half of the profit. It's really, really crazy. But they believe in the people. They believe that it will work, and here it is. We go forward here, the numbers, they are growing. Once you have 50 group sales altogether, you are entitled to have 5 pieces of that pizza. And once you have 100, you get 6 pieces of that pizza. So this is like in a short version. There are a lot of numbers. It's not easy to understand at the beginning. You'll understand and you will love it in the moment that you get a notification on your phone. Oh, I got 5,000 dirham. That's beautiful. It's a very nice message when you get it from the bank. It's like, I don't remember when it's that. So it's interesting because it's like in about 1 week they already sent to you the money, which is really beautiful. They are very fair. Now this doesn't stop here, as I discussed also yesterday with Kaiser. They want you to help people. The company, they are so compassionate that once you grow, so once you have that 100 sales, you are considered 6A. So you'll get a bonus every single month from the sales all above. When you help the people under you to grow, you grow even more. and the biggest fun starts when you help people down lines to get to that level as well. So then you start to have leverage. So except the money that you are getting anyway from the sales, you'll get also about $5,000 monthly for life, which is really beautiful, because in that the moment they consider you as one of their CEO, so they will reward you accordingly. And of course, the more your team grows, you'll get to 10,000 per month, 15,000, and the maximum is 80,000 per month. Liviu, is anybody on that level yet?
Not yet. There are many on the 6th level, so 682-6, and soon it will be at least Cynthia or maybe others also -7. But we have now with us Daniel Turcu, my friend, that he is -3 present in the conference.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And he did it in 4 years.
So listen to that. He's which level is he now?
682-3, the first one that you are showing here.
682-3. Beautiful. And he's soon to be 682-4, right?
Yeah, this year.
That's beautiful. So this year, in 4 years, he reached that level. So he gets $10,000 a month for life, plus minimum on that level you get minimum 50,000 monthly for sure, with the number of the sales that you make. Right, and this is the whole scam. So this, how easy can it be? In any kind of business, you need to do so much investment, so much stress, always. And if you are not there, everything collapses. In this case, it's very easy, because you just share the water. You drink anyway the water all the time, and you can share with everybody. You share the information that you have. There are a lot of videos. You do some demo like we did it in front of the machine, just show some pH, some tomatoes, depending to the concern of that person. And then, of course, making sure that they understand, because as we know, the human psychology, everyone to understand it, they need at least 7 times exposure. For Andrea, I think also was mentioning last time, and for you guys as well. Don't worry if your cousin first time they said like was not really impressed about it. After 7 times showing him, you'll see a different response for sure. I've seen in many cases that it works like that. The first time it's the second time okay, a little bit more interested. The third time, every time has to be a new information, so it's building up like a wall, and then it's built up enough information that the decision, it's impossible not to be taken. And it's so easy because it's duplicatable. So it's not that you are doing it. Once you have somebody that had the machine, they will do it as well, and it will come naturally. That's the beautiful thing of it. Even our mother, my brother is also here. My mother, I think she's also listening. She's just giving the water to her family friend, and they want it, and they straight away they get in touch. My brother's doing a short demo for them, and that's how it goes. And it's about having fun. It's not about making it, oh, I need to make sales. It's about having fun. You need to make those experiments with excitement, and people will feel that excitement in you. When you don't come in with the thinking that, oh my God, I need to make this sale, I need to make this guy buy, it will never work like that. But when you go open-hearted straight away, that you want to help that person, you want to show something exciting, it will work. All right. So exactly what I say, why it works, and everybody who is investing a little bit of time can do it, because it's everybody can duplicate it. You don't need to make extra things. We are always here to train, so you don't need to go yourself and do the presentations. For you guys as well, you saw we were all working together. So in the moment that you joined, I wanted to help everybody. Even, for example, I didn't get the shares that I could get the maximum, but helping. So in the moment that you had a machine, you helped as well Delia, you helped as well Monica, you helped as well Katalin, and in the end also you helped me. So you helped yourself, your family, and another couple of people to grow, which is amazing. So it will happen in the same way for you as well. Why they call it as well puppy dog approach. It was very funny because I didn't understand the concept. And I had some two machines that normally I used to leave them to people to keep it for some time to try it. And most of them, they would feel very quick the difference. And after that, when you take the machine back, after let's say 1 month, 1.5 months, they will feel straight away the difference, and it will be like a puppy. You know, they get so attached to it that they don't want to let it go. You'll take it after 1 day. You know what? So nice to have it here. You know, you wash your vegetables, you do everything. It's like, man, let's get it. We can do installment. We will get it. So most of the time, it's happening like that. Even they are not really convinced. Normally, we do it with people that they need help, and they are close to us. We try to support them in that way to understand how it works. And of course, they need to trust because it's a rock solid company. It's not a company that was invested 1-2 years ago, and next year it will collapse and everything will go down. It's a company that is already almost 50 years on the market. It's the only one that is certified as a medical device. And as I mentioned also before in the slides, if Trump and Obama and Bill Gates and Chuck Norris, even, you know, Chuck Norris is you know him, right? Even they choose to have this machine, it cannot be just a coincidence. These people, they have access to knowledge and information that we will never have access to. Especially Bill Gates, they have an army of scientists that they can go there, they can check every small piece, every small detail, they can test everything. They cannot be fooled. So if they have taken this kind of decision to drink this kind of water, they know why. They know why they don't want to drink the normal water that we find in the supermarket. They know that it's very harmful. They know that sooner or later they will have different kind of forms of cancer, and of course erectile dysfunction. I think Trump heard about that. You know, the BPA from the plastic can give you erectile dysfunction. So I think Trump was concerned about that. So it's obvious. It's obvious that this kind of company will not go down, especially this from Japan. Japan is very, very stable. They made by a rock solid company. So that's pretty much what I want to tell you about the business part of it. I'm curious to hear some questions, and we can do some exercises. Like, how would you want to approach it, and what are your concerns? Anyone?
I think Cesar should put some questions because he's one of the news, no? If not the newest one here.
If I have a question, it would be, so for example, I have only had it for a couple of days, and I feel the need to test it for a while before I can say, okay, yes, this is something I can recommend. So yes, how long was it before you started feeling the need to express it out?
I couldn't hear it properly. Can you repeat?
So my question is, how long did it take before you go, okay, this is something I believe in, and that you can recommend to other people, you know? Because for me, it's been a couple of days, and I'm still testing it. I'm still verifying is what I think it is, you know?
It will click more and more in your mind when you see people having results. So for me, what it was really quick. I had, for example, one Romanian guy who like really fat guy, and he goes to the marine and so on, and he always would have acidity reflux. He will have pain in the joints because of so high weight. His blood pressure is bad, digestion is bad, and very high sugar levels. So I gave him the water, and he felt the difference straight away. So these people, not only they feel it smooth, the next day they will wake up a different person. They will feel few years younger straight away. So after he bought straight away the machine, he saw huge differences. He checked his blood. After 1 month, his blood sugar was perfectly normal. He didn't have any more that pain when he stands up from his knees. So this was one of the examples that straight away, acidity, joints, blood sugar, also the digestion, also the constipation. So five things straight away changed in that person, which is cannot be placebo. So once you see this bomb, then of course you have to find it for yourself, like do experiment yourself so you get aware of it. Train, I don't know, do training, I don't know, a lot of abdomens, jumping, running. Try to drink normal water, see how you feel. Drink this water and try to see how you feel. Again, as you say, when you have the stomach pain, drink a lot of 9.5 or 11.5, and then straight away you will not have any more acidity. So depends. Yes.
Were you giving them the water to try, like as in like a 5-liter thing? You were giving it like that, or were you giving the device for them to use?
It's always according to the person. Normally we give them water a couple of days to feel the difference, and they will see it very quick. Especially if they have an issue, they will feel it straight away. It's impressive. Some people, they will have a lot of energy. Like I had cases that they are like, normally this kind of people, they are like, oh, very sleepy all the time, and then you give them some water, and then in the evening they call you and say, man, what's wrong with the water? I cannot sleep. I don't know. I feel to move. I feel to do exercises. So every time you see different things, and it's building up your confidence.
Okay.
Once you see these things, you'll understand that, oh my God, these things really works, and it's just water, but it's much more than water. Sebi.
I can share an experience. Hi, hello.
Finally, woohoo!
Yeah, man, I'm online. I'm watching you.
Kaiser, you got to meet this guy. Sebi, he's one tough guy.
One Kangen guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Sebi, please.
nice to meet you all. I wanted to share an experience that I have regarding his question about, you know, how much time you need to convince yourself. Or for me, I try the approach of you know, share about the water. And so, for example, to be more practical, I buy the machine mostly intuitively, and through experience I had much more energy, a lot more energy. I did not really believe in the test as much as I believed in my big increase in energy. So first few days when I drink Kangen water, I did not sleep because I drank in the night, and I wanted not to sleep because I wanted to work a lot on the computer. And then, so that convinced me, and for me that was amazing. And I said, you know, I have to buy this machine. And especially that I found out the water is extremely cheap. Like the water you get from the tap water, especially in Romania, extremely cheap. And I said, dude, that's amazing. I mean, you get super high quality water with very, very low cost. And then I research on the machine and the water and all the things that it does, like I think a month and something, until I give to my clients. And first few clients were very easy. I just share a video. I did not do any test to them. I just shared the video with Liviu doing test in my home. And it was like 10-minute video. And I had a group meeting with some clients. It was a very intimate 8 people meeting. And I shared video, and they said, wow, you know, and it was not, I did not invite them for sharing about the Kangen water. I had another thing about, you know, emotional balance and well-being. So I shared the video with them, and 2 of the people said we need to buy the machine. So they buy each of them one K8 machine and one Anespa, that is the shower filter, which is also amazing. They both had family, kids, and they said, dude, we need to protect our kids. You know, because you do shower, if you shower yourself with a lot of chlorine and bacteria and all that crap in water, then it's very, especially kids are much more sensitive than adults. And so you give a lot more protection to your family. So I had like these these two people, these two families, they give me a lot of trust. They both were super excited, very, one of them actually, you know, think about it, this was, I think it was my 4th sale actually. And he get Kangen water and go to laboratory to test. He paid around 500 euro to test Kangen water, his tap water. So I was like, oh Jesus, you know, that's like, I did not test it. I had no idea. I knew it was good, but I did not clinically test it or anything. So for me, it was very interesting, the approach. And he said, then he go to a biologist and he said that was the best water he ever see. That was the result in brief. He said, best water I ever seen. Yeah, so that gave me a lot of boost in confidence. And since then I recommended to lots of people, like over 100 people. So I never had a person who said he is disappointed to have this machine. Everybody, it's exactly the opposite. They are very sad when they do not have the water. So like people working in other countries or in delegation, or they have to go on over the sea, they are super happy that they have the water, and very sad they feel big difference when they do not drink no more Kangen. So, you know, one thing is you don't have to go to people and make sale. This is not actually the point. I mean, do not wait to be convinced of something and then tell people, give water, just give water to people, you know, because it's, you give them for free, and they will share experiences, and this is how you get a lot more convinced.
I actually gave some water today to the maid. She came for some cleaning, and so I gave her 5-liter water. As you say, it's just a gift you can give, you know. So
what I recommend you, Kaiser, you have a lot of friends that they are into Theta healing, into Tai Chi, into spirituality, right? So normal people which are not connected with these kind of things, they will not feel it that quick, only if they have a problem, because they are so distant from their body, from their spirit, from everything, that they, I don't know, somehow their mind is blocked. I see that very often, especially people with a lot of money, and they're like really that kind of, you know, they will not feel much difference. But people that they are connected to energy, they meditate, they are careful to their body, they have a healthy diet, they will feel the water straight away. The water will speak to them. So this is something that will really impress you. That's also my brother had also a lot of challenges at the beginning, because most of he was approaching kids on his age, 20, 22, that they just go to parties, they drink more beer than water, and of course it's hard to understand. But as I told you, most of my people, valuable people in my team, all of them, they meditate, they do yoga, they are connected somehow to themselves, and that makes them to understand. So I can guarantee that if you give for your network that they are into this, into I don't know, martial arts, everything that's about connecting to yourself and being centered, they will feel it straight away. You don't need to convince them. After having the water for a couple of days, Kaiser, I want it. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure it will work like that.
That's a good point, Victor mentioned. I had that experience also with some people, and it's very interesting that even if I give machine for 2 weeks, with some people, not everybody, but some people are so unaware, they are used to be ignorant. They ignore their body, their feelings.
Yeah.
It's not that they do not feel anything. They say they do not feel anything because they are used to be ignorant. So
They
it
put a
helps.
blockage. They put a blockage from the beginning. They are like very skeptical, and they put straight away in the mind, I don't want to feel anything. This is a crap. I don't believe it. And straight away, what can this water do to me? And when you put this kind of mindset, even if you take, there are so many studies made on placebo, not placebo. And even when you take something good, if you put in your mind not to work, it will not work on you. So it's
it helps. What I found out that it very helpful. I ask questions. So I start to ask questions. I said, okay, when you drink the water, what do you feel? Do you feel anything in your stomach, in your head? So because usually, the water, and there is also a trick I found from. It's a sort of a trick. It's not like tricking people. It's a trick in the sense, especially for these more unsensitive people, or even for sensitive people, it works. Somebody in USA mentioned this is how he sell machine. He goes and give them 10 pH water, or 9.5. You give them 9.5, so very alkaline, and it gives them a shot. You take fresh water from 9.5, and they feel it a lot stronger. Because a glass, it's not gonna hurt them. You just want to intensify a little bit the sensation. So if they are a little sensitive, like these theta meditative people who are more aware of the body, they will say, oh my God, very strong, this oxygenate. So usually what happens,
the more connected to themselves, the better, the faster do you feel it.
Ask them about the sensation in the head. Usually it oxygenates the body. So you ask them about the head sensation, if they feel a little like when you go up the mountain, you get more oxygen. So some people have this feeling, they know this feeling, you more oxygen. They become maybe a little dizzy, not much, but a little. So you encourage them to connect with the body, to feel, to, don't be disappointed if they said, oh, I don't feel anything. Ask them question. How do you feel in your stomach? Just move a bit. Drink half a liter and just try to move and see if the water absorb or it's there. So usually this is the sensation, and maybe they go to toilet more often, or so it's very interesting what happens when I start to ask questions. They go, oh yes, yes, I remember. Oh, I had this thing, this pain go away, and they start to, and you can actually even wait 5-6 seconds. They think about it, you make them aware. Basically, that's the idea. You make them aware, so that helps.
Yeah, it's like a meditation. Now feel your body, feel the water traveling from your stomach to your brain. It's really interesting. So it depends to the condition. So we have as well people, for example, that have constipation, and mostly in women. So Mihail, I can give you a help with her women network. So put them a question. It's not an embarrassing question. Who of you is constipated? Because they are women, especially after 40s, that they have a real problem with that. So they will go to poop every second, third, even fourth day. I even heard of people that once a week, and that is terrible. When you keep those toxins in your digestive system for such a long period, you are screwed up. You can anytime can burst into colon cancer and all sorts of things. So in this kind of case, you'll see straight away that kind of person, even if he didn't shit for one day, you'll give water, normally we'll give 11.5. That person in 10-15 minutes will go to toilet and will poop. And will thank you after. I said, oh my God, why did you give me? I'm so happy. Finally, I was able to release the monster. So you have no idea how good it is to help the people, because this is a real thing. Many people don't think about it because, especially we as men, we don't have it much. But women, they have it and they don't speak about it. But when you are in a circle of friends, so for example, Mihail, I can ask them, really, if you have constipation, come to me, I will give you the water. And you'll push straight away. You don't need some laxative, some special medicine that will have a lot of side effects. You just get some 11.5 and you'll remove all the monsters.
You can ask them. You can get some hydrocolon therapy, so you drink water with your ass, or you can drink some Kangen water with your mouth, and it goes the shit away.
Yeah, we can see the butt of your cat.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a question about the strong Kangen water. Is there any downside to drinking? You know, I imagine that anything too alkaline or too acidic is not healthy for you. So for you're offering someone 11, you would give it in a shot, is that correct?
So there are a couple of conditions. People that they have cancer, there are also books written about it. They can get, depends on their condition, couple of glasses of 11.5. As well, people that they have big issues with the colon, people that they have constipation, so they can drink safely the 11.5. Not the whole day, but at least 2 cups. We had one guy here that has a very strange medical condition. He cannot poo at all. He has to do enema. His system is blocked completely, his colon. It doesn't work at all. So he has to do enema all the time. So he drank even 4 liters of 11.5 in one day. So there's no side effect. No side effect. He was able to poo in the end, but still with enema. In his case, there is no movement of the intestine, right? There is no movement. So even with 11.5, didn't work. But what it worked, it made the fecal much loose. So when he did the enema, it was much easier to remove it out in comparison with the normal water, which doesn't really hydrate. It makes it even drier, so it doesn't come out easily. But with people that they have a proper digestive system, when they are constipated and they give it to go out, all of it. Why they tried as well, another tricky thing in Romania, of course, we are inventing everything. If you are drinking 1-2 beers and you drink a good glass of 11.5, if the next 10 minutes, if you blow the fine for alcoholemia, the police stop you, if you blow in, you might be surprised that it will come 0. So another thing, you can have a whole network of guys.
Victor, we are recording it.
Okay.
I think you forgot.
Yeah, we're speaking private about that.
10, 20 milliliters are enough. You don't need the full glass for that.
How much?
10, 20 milliliters. We've tried it.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to flush your mouth, and that's enough to clean the breathing system.
Yeah, you have it in your car. It stop you. Then.
So, like I said, another time. Do you have other questions, Keza?
Can I ask about the installment payment? How does that work?
Yeah, let me find the slides for you. Let me see if I have this open. All right. Can you all see it?
Yep.
Yep. Make it so. I don't know if you can see it properly. This is for Dubai. But the thing is, it's only if you are from Dubai. If you are from outside UAE, you have to pay it full. So they have, with these banks, they have it with 0 interest. So up to 24 months.
Or how do you set this up? Or it is
you need to have a credit. It's a credit card on this bank. So you just go to the office, you swipe it, and it straight away it started. There is no down payment. Straight away, for example, for the K8, if you make it for 24 months, they will get you every month, starting with that month, 842 per month. People that they buy avian, I'm sure they already pay more than 1,000 per month for avian. So it's not a big deal. Did you ever calculate before how much you were paying for avian for every month? I'm curious.
That's we did before we bought. We worked out how long it would take to make the investment back just on the amount of water we buy, and it would take about 4 to 5 years, and we'd make the money back.
Well, because you are only 2, but now you are more.
3. Yeah, it's true.
But you,
Yeah.
you calculated only the water that you are drinking, but you can use many other types of water here.
You use it for cooking, use it for everything. Yeah.
For cleaning, for like beer lotion and many other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And there is another possibility for the ones that don't have this bank credit card. There is another internal financing from the company.
Yeah, I have it as well here. I don't know if you can see it. So they have it as well. You pay a down payment of 8,000, and then every month you have to give them a check of 1,200. They have it for 20 months, for example. You pay like 600 a month after.
Only that you need to give those checks in advance for all the period.
Mm-hmm.
So these are for people who don't have credit card?
Yes.
Fine. Okay.
But it's much easier to get, everyone can get a credit card pretty quick. So, and many people already have a credit card with those banks. Yeah. All right. Other questions?
And for Romania, we also have other options. I've heard that your wife is Romanian, right?
Which is Moldova.
From Moldova. From
Moldavian.
Moldova.
Yeah, for Romania or European Union, we have this kind of financial system from the company. For countries outside European Union, it's not valid, so they need to pay the full payment.
Moldova is not in European, right?
No, it's not.
Mm-hmm. So for Moldova, how does it work?
They need to pay full amount.
Mm-hmm.
And they will also pay some customs. So they order it from Germany, they will receive it at home, but they will buy it without VAT. They need to pay the local VAT plus customs.
What's the VAT in Moldova?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Then for Russia and other countries nearby, they ship it from Russia, from Moscow.
Mm-hmm.
So for what you're doing there, what you're planning for Oman, they need to buy it from Dubai, so full payment.
Yes.
They don't have Dubai ID card.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm very excited to get with some of my cousins and talk to them about it. I haven't figured out how to do it yet, but I'm very excited to do it.
Well, what we can do, we can schedule a Zoom meeting. Only the us, you and us and your cousins eventually leave you.
Bad idea. I'll get in touch with one of my closer cousins, one of the guys who I share a lot of things with, and I'll see what he thinks about that.
Maybe you can try to invite somebody tomorrow, Victor, when you do it for the other time frame for Asia, no?
Yeah, tomorrow we'll do it for Asia, so we'll do it at 1 o'clock Dubai time for people from Australia and the Philippines and Indonesia.
Yeah, I'll get in touch with him and see if he's free.
So as well, if you have friends living in those areas, you can as well invite them. Even if you don't have time to attend, I can straight away direct them to you. So we do the presentation, they see it, and I tell them for other questions on how to get it, you can get straight away with Kaiser. Even if they are in Australia, straight away, if they order it.
Yeah, they have a warehouse in Australia.
Mm-hmm. It's an office, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Where about?
I don't know, but they have it in Australia. When you made those first orders from for the people, the person that you have in your team in New Zealand, you remember she bought from Australia.
I have one in New Zealand and one in Philippines as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they received it shipped from Australia to New Zealand.
Mm-hmm. Yes. In the Philippines, they have in the Philippines as well.
Yeah. So, do you want to know more about how it's working globally or about the business, Keza?
I don't have any more questions at this point. I'll come up with some and probably send it to Victor as they come up.
All right, perfect. Danny Varga, do you have any question? Danny also is from Oman.
I don't have any question. Just I'm listening to you. Like.
So shortly to make it clear the business part, very short. So I will speak now in dirham. For the first 2 sales, you are getting every time 1,250. So with 2 referrals, you already get 2,500. From the third one, you are already on 2,500. So you get 2 shares. So with the 3 sales, you already get 5,000 dirham. With 5 sales, you already get 10,000. And in the first, you make 25,000 in the first 10 sales. So it's very quick. So even if you get as first the K8 in 7-8 referrals, you already recover absolutely everything back. And then you are already from the 10, you already get every time 3,750. It's really cool.
I'm actually reaching out to my cousins now. It seems like they're familiar with Kangen water already, so I'm going to find out what they know about it.
They know about it. That's good. That's good. So people normally they concern when they say, oh, they know about it already, or in that area it's already big market. You know what's interesting? That is great. So I am very happy that, for example, in Dubai, there are many distributors already because people are aware. But people in general, they will not buy from somebody they don't have a report with. People buy somebody that they relate with. So many times we find people that they already been to 1 or 2 presentations, they have drunk the water for some time, but didn't create that bridge there. So when you meet them, they are already 80% convinced, but because the person that introduced them, it's only focused on business and not on creating a relation, not wanting to bond with that person, not wanting to help him from the heart, only giving that feeling that, oh, I want to get your money by selling you a machine. That person will not buy from them. So the 5 people, a lot of them that they already convinced 80%, and they will meet you, they will like you so much, they will relate to you, in 2-3 days they will get it. So I had already a couple of cases like that, and it's amazing. So it's beautiful when you have in that area that somebody already does a huge business, they have offices and so on, because they are training a lot of people for free for you. And because you are a good person, because you care about people, those people, they will relate to you and they will want to be in your team. We had that many times. So it's
and
perfect.
also if you have relatives in Europe, we can help them.
And that's the beautiful thing, that we are traveling. So if everything goes well, our team will extend. So we'll start traveling in all the places. So every time we go there, for example, we go to Birmingham, you have some people that you know there, I can meet them personally, show them, introduce them, they want to join, they are all in your team. So that's the power of it. Like, yes. I'm so grateful
also,
to Liviu. Liviu is in
Italy. Also in Italy,
yes.
Maybe you have somebody in Italy. We are doing those kind of online meetings also in Italian.
Okay, no, I do have some family in the UK. Birmingham is, as a matter of fact, not far from Birmingham.
I was supposed to go for Tony Robbins' event there in May, but cancelled.
Soon also the people from UK will join our meetings with Victor, because we have a team done by Romanians and English people in UK, and they will join our Zoom conferences maybe next week also.
Perfect.
We have a very nice showroom in Birmingham.
Thank you very much all for attending. We will keep you posted. I'm going to join the Toastmaster now. I'm an evaluator there. So I will let you guys speak if you want more. And keep me posted. We keep in touch on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Have a beautiful evening.
We will join again tomorrow for your presentation.
Yes, tomorrow
you can put again the link and the password and the announcement on the group.
Yes. Yeah, perfect. You can keep talking if you want. Monica is also here. I will get back later on.
Okay.
Monica,
Bye-bye.
I have a question.
Say it again.
Monica, I have a question for you. I was wondering, on a vegan diet, do you still drink the alkaline water, or do you drink more of a neutral water? Are you not worried about it becoming too alkaline?
You can unblock the microphone, Monica, and talk. It's difficult to become too alkaline because all the things that you think that you are eating alkaline, I can prove you that in reality they are not alkaline anymore. I will find some photos and show you. Let me look for them. You can explain, Monica, meanwhile.
Yeah, the thing is, like, you can't really be too alkaline, and plus what we think, like, even with fruits and vegetables, like, we have the idea that they're full of antioxidants, but when you actually test them without washing them with the water, you realize that they are not. So what the fruits and the vegetables today, they're not as it used to be. And plus the alkaline water, or this type of water, is actually helping you to maintain a balance in your body. It's not gonna turn you into being too much of something, because I have friends that they say, like, oh, but what if like, that's the purpose of your stomach, to create and produce acidity, but the fact that you put alkaline water will not change anything in the natural way of functioning of your body. So it's just helping you, adding to your body and to your health.
Mm-hmm. Okay, interesting.
I'm preparing now some photos to show you. What things do you think that you are eating now and are alkaline? Give me some examples.
Oh, as a vegan, they would be eating a lot of vegetables. You know, all sorts of vegetables that you get from a store. Some of them organic, some not.
And do you think they are alkaline?
Yeah. So, for example, my son is he's vegan, and he's eating. Let's see, it's quinoa, vegetables like lettuce, tomatoes, etc. Things like that.
You can try to buy a pH meter, and you can try to measure them to see if they are really alkaline as we think. Can you see the photo here?
Yeah.
Can you see the pH? It's 4.8.
That's very.
Yeah, let me give you another example. Carrots should be alkaline, right?
You think so, yeah.
It's 5.6. It's like sparkling water, 100 times more acidic than still water.
Wow.
Yeah, let me give you here another example. The apple, it's 3.3. It's like Coca-Cola almost, because they breed what we breed. They live in the same environment, and they also, most of them are full of pesticides and chemicals. Even the organic ones, they cannot grow with 0 pesticides. They use less, but they cannot use 0. The banana should be alkaline, right?
You think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's on the list of alkaline products, and it's 4.8.
And this is a pH meter. It's not one of those.
Yes, pH meter. It's very cheap. You can buy one, and you can test everything you want. For example, we know that oranges are acidic because they contain the citric acid, no? But we couldn't think that it's less acidic than an apple. It's 3.7, and the apple was 3.3. And
fascinating.
with this kind of device, you can test whatever you want. And the only thing that I found alkaline was I don't remember what it was actually, because we've tested so many things, and most of them were either neutral or acidic. If you go online to find videos on YouTube, many people did tests like this, and they were showing that all the stuff that we think that it's alkaline, actually it's not anymore.
That's crazy. So how, when you test, for example, the pH of protein, for example, like meat and or breads and carbs like that, what do they tell?
It's difficult to measure them. I did it with fruits and vegetables that you are able to squeeze somehow.
Mm-hmm.
But the meat, it's between 4 and 5 pH. That's known already.
Very interesting. So everything is basically
the bread, I think it's around 3 pH. It's very acidic. And biscuits and sweets and everything. Coffee, it's around 5.5 pH. And you know how you calculate the pH, right? 6 is 10 times more acidic than 7. 5 is 100 times more acidic. 4 is 1,000 times more acidic. And 3 is 10,000 times more acidic.
I didn't know that.
So if you drink an apple fresh juice, like I showed you, with a pH of 3, after that you should drink 10,000 glasses of still water to neutralize it. Otherwise, your body will consume calcium, magnesium, and other minerals to neutralize that acidity.
Wow.
I've tested the food that people give to kids in those small jars when they are young. It was 3.5 pH.
Wow.
If you give them a biscuit and a banana, it's the same, even though you prepare it by yourself. So it's difficult nowadays to become too alkaline.
I see.
With everything that we eat and we drink and we breathe, and mainly the stress is the main factor of acidity. And that was proven many times. So don't worry that you'll become more too alkaline.
Mm-hmm.
Monica, if you want to share something else about that.
Yeah, I said what I think it was to be said. Like, I don't think you can become too alkaline. Like, and I think this device is not to cause us damage. Is actually to enhance the well-being of our body and our life. So I don't think they would produce something that would create too much of something or too less of something else. So I think it's made to balance everything into our body.
In a very big glass of Kangen water, if you put only 1 teaspoon of sparkling water, you already make it all acidic. The things that we are eating or drinking are more acidic than sparkling water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can do some tests at home. Now you have the machine, you have the pH drops, and you can test by yourself.
Yeah, I will.
Take a liter of Kangen water, put a small quantity of sparkling water or Sprite or whatever. You'll see it will turn it all acidic right away. Or you can put some drops of lemon juice, only 2-3 drops in a big cup. It will become acidic right away.
How interesting.
Yeah. Victor, I see that you are still here. Can you still talk? Because I know that you are on the other conference.
I'm so sorry I missed your presentation. I really wanted to see you in action again.
Well, you'll see it on the recording. Yes, my first masters, they are now introducing. So I was still listening what you were discussing here.
I was in the call with the girls.
Madalina, I want to hear you also.
Madalina, speak to us.
We cannot hear you.
Yeah, we don't hear you. I see that we have here also Maggie with us, that she joined today for the first time. Where are you now? In Prague or Norway or where? We should meet you. She can also tell us some experience with the Kangen water. I think she recently started to use it. But we don't hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. So Victor, I just with my cousins, and apparently he's one of his brother-in-law is the agent in Oman. So they have one of my cousins has a machine at home. He's had it for a few years. He says his brother-in-law is the agent in Oman.
Mm-hmm. It cannot be an agent. There is no such thing as an agent. Everybody is an independent distributor.
Well, okay.
Like you are now.
Like you are now, so you are on the same level as him.
Maybe he has a bigger team than you, but he has no other title more than you do. There are no exclusivities or areas or things like that.
Yeah. So nobody can attribute that kind of role.
Yeah, he meant that he's working with the company. Maybe he intended that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get information
Or
from
some people, they have different way of introducing themselves based on how what other people understanding is. So if for some people they might use the idea of agent because maybe that's how the people in that area are used to that terminology, and then maybe they use that idea. But some other people people to get to understand what they're actually doing. So it really depends on how would people receive the information. But mostly it's like, it's promoting the device or promoting the benefits of the water.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody's free to do it exactly how they want. And as I told you, even in our market that there are so many people, it's even better because they already know about it. But those people, they will relate to you, they will want to be in your team. Like also Monica, I give you the best example. Monica knew already from 2 people before me. But when she met me,
didn't fully knew about it. Let me tell you how it was. Okay, guys, let me tell you this story. So this lady came for a healing session to see me, and she had the same bottle of water, right, with her. And I usually give a glass of water at the end of the session or the discussion or during the discussion. So at least that much I can do. And this lady didn't want to drink the water that I was offering for her. And I was like, she must be a very snobby person. Like, I mean, or she could be like those people with like, I mean, like, how can you decline? It's just water. Like, come on, like, it's just the water. She didn't, and I was like, okay, fine, whatever. And on her way out to the door, she told me about that she's having this amazing device, but she wasn't super energized and super excited about it. She was quite shy about it, and she was like, she's kind of trying to promote it, but people are not much interested into it and stuff like that. And she sent me some stuff on WhatsApp, like some pictures and stuff like that. But you know, like when you're not kind of
100% into it.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're not sure on yourself or what you're talking about, or you're not excited or certain about that. You're like, okay, I don't know what she's talking about. And then she sent you some photos or something that you can, I mean, how many advertising do we receive every day on social media or even on your groups and stuff like that? So it wasn't something that I was need to look into it. And plus, I didn't have a problem at that time, or the person didn't make me aware of my problem. So how would I know that I truly need it? And plus, then I did receive some other information to some kind of presentations, but I'm not sure what the presentation was about, because they never told me what it is about. They just insisted me to go. And obviously I didn't want to go because I knew they would sell me something, and I didn't want to be sold of something. I didn't want to. And then I didn't go. So I don't know if it was the same thing or not. And then, yes, Victor showed up. But it was in a time where I actually acknowledged and identified my problem. Like I was sure that I am kind of exhausted. Like I was literally exhausted. Like I didn't feel energized at all. It was something that I was looking to improve my life from different points of view. And because I did look not only for the health benefits, but I did look into the business opportunity, because the thing is like, I do want to live a life where I can enjoy the things that gives me pleasure, spending time with people, giving and sharing with them what I know, but in the same time, not being worried about my paycheck, or being worried about the lifestyle I'm going to have. And I didn't want to trade my time for money, so I did look for that opportunity as well. So obviously when he came, it was exactly what I was looking for and what I was asking for, and definitely I said yes.
Thank you, Monica. Maggie was asking me about water with lemon, that everybody says it's healthy and it's becoming alkaline in the body. I've asked many nutritionists and doctors, and they told me that nobody proved that so far, that that lemon could turn alkaline in the body. Only that the body has to turn it alkaline to neutralize it by consuming the minerals. But it doesn't mean that the lemon will make our body become alkaline. Lemon will bring other benefits to the body, but it cannot make it become alkaline when it's acidic. People put also bicarbonate, sodium bicarbonate in that water to neutralize the acidity of the lemon, not to drink it so alkaline. But also that bicarbonate is not healthy in a big quantity for our body because it's not natural.
I used to drink warm water in the morning with lemon, but I couldn't do it for a very long time. I think I did it for a period of time, I don't know, maybe half a year, and then eventually I couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, at one point I was taking apple cider vinegar. They say it's very good for you, very healthy, even though it's a vinegar, which is an acid. It has an alkalinizing effect on the body. I'm not sure how
to drink oil in the morning, like either coconut oil or what was the other one? Olive oil. I don't know for what, but you see, like it's all really kind of disgusting stuff that you force yourself to do. But with this water, I think it's very easy because you naturally drink water and you are naturally water, and it's the easier way you could actually do the health benefits. And as I said, like I'm vegan for 5 years and I did all the healthy stuff. Like I have quinoa in my drawer, I have chia seeds, I have so many stuff. And I did force myself in the beginning to drink green tea with the idea that I'm getting the antioxidants, but it wasn't something that was giving me pleasure. Not being vegan, because that it gives me pleasure and joy, but at first I had to force myself to drink the green tea because I didn't like the taste. It was too bitter. Now I'm kind of used to, because you kind of get used to it, but just with light ones, not with all of them. So the idea is to find something that it's easy for your body as well, that your body would find pleasure and joy in having it, not just forcing and ingesting stuff in you which you don't enjoy.
Whatever kind of supplements people would take or things similar to that, is difficult for them to do it forever. But water, they need to drink it forever.
That's the thing. Like you might do like the vinegar for a while, but you can't do it forever. Like Victor, me and Victor, we know a friend who's doing some kind of scanning, and he's having his own recipe with lemon, with ginger, garlic, and whatever other things. But for me, was disgusting. I tried it a few times in the morning, but for me it was disgusting. I couldn't do it for a very long time. But this one is something that you do it so easily and so naturally, and for the rest of your life. It's not something that you force on your body.
It's difficult to give those kind of things to your children also, no?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, maybe
or
you
your pets.
you would sacrifice yourself and you would force yourself, but you will not be able to do it for others. Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, Kaiser, if you still think on that thing, who is exactly the person, friend of your cousin or who?
I'll get his contact. I'll let you know.
Yeah. So probably there are people that they are thinking straight away that they will do it as a business and it will work. Well, something that you are going to find out in your own experience is that people that they want to do it as just as a business, they will not succeed. So even maybe he will say that, oh, I'm the agent in Oman and so on. Probably he sees Spirit as a business, and these people, they don't make many sales, first of all, and those sales, they are not duplicable because they don't connect with the people properly. So it will eventually stop because it doesn't go forward. The people already know they have an approach that doesn't touch people's heart, and it will not work. So that's why this is not a business. This is not being an agent. This is creating connection with people and we generally trying to help them. So once you approach it in that way, it will work for you. So I'm sure you'll find out as well that if it's calling like that, probably, yeah.
That's encouraging because, you know, a little bit like what you were saying earlier, I'm not really interested in it for a business perspective. But if it helps people, then that's exciting for me. I've always had an interest in water and its relationship to, you know, I find it very mysterious. It's not just a simple thing. Various different things.
Can I tell you something else? If you don't mind me sharing this again, personal story and personal idea. You know, I know what to do. I was in the same position as you. Like, I didn't want to bother people, or I didn't want to people feel that somehow weird, or like me, the idea of selling something or promoting something or doing something for the money. The thing is, like, you know what brings me the more joy about this idea is the joy that I create in that person's life when they start using the water and when they see the benefit. That joy comes every day, and for that joy I'm willing to do whatever it takes, even though it might take some time for them to realize that. But for the joy that they would have for the rest of their life, for that joy I'm willing to do whatever it takes, because that joy returns to me 10 times more, and that joy is priceless. So if you don't do it for the money now, do it for that joy. And it's okay to receive money. It's nothing wrong and nothing shameless in receiving money either.
You have this presentation tomorrow at 1, right?
Yes.
Can you send me the link? I'll share it with this group and I'll see who.
It's the same one that we used today. The same link and the same password.
Cool. Okay, I'll send it for them. I'm very curious because it seems like they're already aware of the product, but only one of my cousins is actually using it. So it's exciting. And like I was telling Victor, a bunch of people. It's a large family.
Good, that's good.
That's exactly as we were expressing today. We are not selling, we are not dealers, we are not business people. We are advocates of water, first of all. We are trying to help as many people as possible to have a much better life.
Totally, I relate to that.
We put a lot of effort into educating them, not just trying to sell them something and that's all, goodbye, never see you again, like they normally do in a business. So we are creating a family in this way, and everybody is happy to help with that. I cannot express my gratitude to Liv you and Sebi. They live in Bucharest, so we are with Sebi. I was not even meeting him, only one time in person. They were able to help me a lot. He was borrowing his K8 machine for 1 month to one of my friends in Bucharest just to try it. And did a presentation for him. Liviu as well borrowed his machine and did a presentation for a lot of my friends in Bucharest without even having any any really benefit, because I'm so down to, even also from Libya, also from Serbia, like more than 10 people in between us, that for myself they don't really get anything. But because they are in this, they want to help so much, they work like that. They put their passion into it, they put their heart into it. So it's much more than money and business. I was very surprised when I see that. Well, wow, this is impressive. They put so much passion into it, and it's lovely. So you experience that
Thank you,
eventually
Victor.
as well.
Only leave you, like, I mean, he's here every evening. We are having a Zoom, and he's in the team from Romania as well, and he's in the team from Italy as well. I mean, he's not gaining anything from being
and other countries that you don't know yet.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm also
So
working with them.
he's everywhere, and he's not gaining anything. But he's here to help us, to support us, and that's the most amazing and beautiful thing that you could actually benefit from. Like, it's just, I mean, he didn't have to, but he's here.
Thank you.
I feel that passion, and I'm surprised actually of finding it in myself, because I didn't have to be here either, but yet I find that you guys all have this wholesome energy, you know, from the people that I've met.
Thank you.
And then you're talking about something I find fascinating. It's really interesting. So I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah, we are here to help each other, nothing else, nothing. I mean, because there's no more joy, there's no more benefit than that. Like, at the end of the days, you leave, but you will not take any material thing, but all these beautiful moments, this beautiful experience, this little change that you've touched, or you change in someone's life, that's priceless. That you're gonna take it with you wherever you go. If you believe in afterlife or reincarnation, whatever, like, your soul is lifted every time you do something like that for someone. So
yeah, it brings so much joy. As I told you, I'm much more happier when my team is getting back to me with different results, like things they observe, experiments that they did, the things that happen in their body, that they lost weight, they feel more energy in the gym, and a lot of crazy other things. Then, for example, you get a commission, of course, you get the commission and you share with your friends and so on. But when you get that feedback that it's like, wow, you really changed, and those people, they will always be grateful to you that you introduce them to it. And some of them, they will come to you, you know what, thank you so much. I say, for what? You were like pushing me and giving me a headache to have it, and I was so stupid. I was not understanding how important it is, and now I was like, oh my god, it will be 10 times more expensive. I will buy it straight away. And I'm so happy that you really opened my eyes and had patience with me. So you will see that very often with many of the people, and it's a beautiful feeling. It's a really beautiful feeling, and from that it's deriving to different other things. So I'm impressed because we created a really beautiful bond with Monica, with Delia as well, and there are a lot of other people that you didn't meet yet. So you'll see that it's a special connection that it's built up once you are using this kind of water daily. It's impossible to describe in words almost. That you'll experience on yourself eventually. All right, how is my close one?
Okay, guys. Then let's meet again tomorrow at 1 o'clock your time, right?
Yes, tomorrow 1 o'clock.
So put a message on the group, use the same password and ID for the meeting room.
Right.
And I have to go to the Italian meeting now.
Perfect.
We are starting a demo soon.
Okay.
And
okay, ciao, Beto.
tomorrow evening we'll do it in Romanian also, you remember, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. I hope you all have the schedule.
Yes, we do.
Alberto, that is here with us now, will do it tomorrow evening in Romanian.
Awesome.
Good night.
We like your presentation, Alberto.
Good night, everybody.
Liviu, poți să rămâi să vorbesc cu tine ceva?
We can go on the other link.
Am vrut să zic Victor, dar a ieșit deja Victor.
Victor escaped. Ok.
Da, să-l sun. Tu du-te în întâlnirea cealaltă.
Bye, bye.
Hai, te pup, pa, pa.
Bye.